everybody gets sort of obsessed with an ex, and this has been researched. Isn't that great? I think the real reason people don't, move on sort of quickly is, or, be able to use the tips and the tricks and the tools is because they're not understanding that their brain has literally been hijacked. I know. We know that the same part of the brain is activated. Get this, for when you fall in love, the same kind of similar chemistry. When you're breaking up, same brain chemistry, and it's also the same part of the brain that gets stimulated if you're using cocaine, drugs. So you can see why it's hard not to focus on your ex in their life, right? Again, this has been studied. This Helen Fisher and her colleagues, they do these, they did brain scans literally of people who have been dumped. How do you like that? Brain scans of people who have been dumped. And they found activity, and this is what's important and what we're going to talk about when I give you some tips, in 3 regions of the brain, okay? So one, again, like I just said, the same regions that are lit up by intense romantic love are lit up by those who've been dumped. I know, it's so unfair. And it's where all your wanting, your craving, your focus becomes really active. That's the part of the brain that gets stimulated. And when your relationship ends, because that same mechanism is in, don't you remember when you first fall in love and you just can't stop thinking about them and you're daydreaming and it's so fabulous? Well, the same thing is happening just in a crappy way. When you break up, all those same things are activated. And it's again like a addict withdrawing from their, like a junkie withdrawing from heroin. It really is like that. It's so crazy. The second thing is that they also found activity in the region of the brain called your nucleus accumbens. And this is the part of your brain where you're always calculating any gains and loss. So when you think of the other person, you're literally calculating what you lost, what went wrong. This is when, people start thinking, oh, if I'd only tried this, if I hadn't said that, if, the things that happen in this order. The third thing they found was activity in the part of the brain that's associated with deep attachment to another person. And when you break up, even if you're the one who left, you're feeling still this deep attachment to your ex. I know.